Hey, hey. Good evening, guys. I apologize. Thank you. Someone is already here on YouTube. Thank you so much. I apologize, y'all. Running a little bit late. Hey, sis. Hey, sis. What's up, girl? All right. Good evening, guys. I apologize. I'm about 3-4 minutes late getting started. Running a little bit, but I am here and we're going to get started. I hope you guys got a chance to see the topic for tonight. Welcome to Real Life Relationship Growth. Our channel, Real Life Relationship Growth. Welcome to our Friday evening segments called Camper Conversations. Hey, Jaquetta. Camper Conversations. So, y'all, I got a little bit of an announcement. Let me get this thing right. I'm trying to get back on the home page here. I have a bit of an announcement I want to put out in just a second. There it is. I want to make sure I get this up so I can be able to see you guys' comments, because we already know I kind of get lost in the mix trying to see you guys' comments on YouTube. Not YouTube, I apologize. On Facebook. Trying to see the comments on Facebook. So, we're going to get started. There's a purpose for all of this. It's a purpose for all of this. Y'all just hold on, okay? There's a purpose for all of this. All right. So, good evening. Welcome to Camper Conversations. Welcome to our page, Real Life Relationship Growth. I apologize again. I'm a little bit late, running a little bit behind, but we're ready to get started on this thing. Give a few minutes for people to get on. I see 2 people have popped up on YouTube. Thank you so much. If you could type in the chat and let me know who you are when you get on, I greatly appreciate it. That would really, really help. Hey, Chris. That would really, really help. Like I said, you guys, all of this is for a purpose. Hey, Nicole. So y'all gonna know in a minute what all of this is about. Just hold on. So, first I'd like to say, hey, Mike, I love to ask you guys. Hey, I think that is Bridget on YouTube. That's Bridget. Hey, guys. So listen. Of course, I'm going to ask this. Probably every week until we get to where we need to be. I would really, really love for you guys to go over to the YouTube channel. If you have yet to subscribe to the Real Life Relationship Growth channel on YouTube, please take a moment and do that. If you're not going to go over and watch and join this evening on YouTube, totally understand, because I'm just asking some. But if you have not already subscribed to the YouTube Real Life Relationship Growth channel, if you would please do that, I would greatly appreciate it. Let me turn this down because you know how they do. I would greatly appreciate it if you could go over and subscribe. So once you subscribe, hit that bell icon. So every time we go live, we come together and we chat and we hang out, you won't miss. Hey, Yolanda. You won't miss it. A lot of people are saying, oh, why didn't you remind me? I forgot. You got to tell me. You got to remind me. Guys, I love y'all. But I do not have time to remind everybody. I tag people pretty much all day. I'll tag people to let you guys know, hey, we're going to be on tonight. Join us. But I really don't have time to go on and just remind everybody. So when you go over to YouTube and subscribe to the channel, all you have to do is hit that bell icon and it will let you know when we're on live. Hey, Cindy. Hi, welcome. Hey, Paulette. Hey, girl. It'll let you know when we're on live. All right? So, first thing I wanted to do. We have 70 subscribers to YouTube so far. Getting up there, it's going. I went on there today and was a little bit surprised because the last time I looked, it was like 61. So that means people are getting the word. They're remembering. They're coming over. They're subscribing. And the whole purpose of that, guys, is I'm not trying to monetize this page. I'm trying to get us to a point where we can just spread this thing and we can enjoy and have fun with one another and not just in the small space of Facebook. Although we have 1.7K members on the Real Life Relationship Growth page on Facebook, and that's great. I appreciate that. A lot of that came from different places. Some my side, some the other side, but everybody's here, so I appreciate it. But please, 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 once again, please go to the Real Life Relationship Growth YouTube channel and subscribe and help that build and pass the word. Like, pass the word, like, yo, we had a good discussion. It was a great day. There's so many videos there already posted. Y'all can go and binge watch. Talking to a young lady earlier this week, I met her through some other friends on the phone. She went immediately and subscribed to the page, and she was like, yo, I'm going to binge watch. I was like, wonderful, wonderful. Of course, the videos don't like feed off of each other. Actually, we have two segments that do feed off of each other, and you'll see those together one after the other. But all the topics are different. All the topics are different. All right? All right. So this is my announcement. I said I wanted to announce it. I want to tell you something. So some of you all, a lot of you all, and I appreciate you guys going and doing it, a lot of you all saw the poll that I put up on the Real Life Relationship Growth page. I put a poll up on the page, and I appreciate you guys going over and answering the call and going to and answering the poll question. The poll question. And the poll question said, and it's still up, it's actually at the top of the page. The poll question is still up. So if you have not answered the poll question, please go and do that, whether you're watching now or you're going to come back and you're watching later. Please go and answer the poll question for me. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. The poll question said, I need to turn this a little bit, guys. Sorry. All right. The poll question said, real life relationship growth is all about building healthy, lasting relationships. I'd like to know if RLRG, it's a little tag thing, y'all. I was like, oh, I like the flow of that. I'd like to know if RLRG had a singles mixer weekend with games, food, fun, and a live camper conversation forum, would you attend? That was the poll question. That is the poll question. And it just says simply, no, that wouldn't interest me, or yes, I would attend a RLRG singles mixer weekend. Yo, the response, y'all. The response, I'm loving it. It's phenomenal. I appreciate y'all. We have 77% as of right now. 77% said yes. 22% was like, no, that wouldn't interest me. And I think I was a little bit unclear as well, because some people inboxed me and was like, well, I won't be able to make it, so I'm going to push no. No. That's not what I'm asking. Hey, Shannon, that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking, would there be an interest? If there's not an interest for you at any time to do that, then you could say no. But this is not about if you're available and when you're available, because the date has not been set yet. That's not what this is about. This is about if you have an interest. So if you have an interest to come to a singles mixer weekend where we're going to have a live camper conversation, forum discussion, like a whole spot, and we're going to have the topic, and we're going to talk, and we're going to pass the mic and yo, I can't wait. Hey, Meek. I cannot wait. I am so excited about this. So again, please go answer the poll question, because I wanted to see who would be interested before we start digging in and preparing and finding a location and all that stuff. Of course, it's going to be in Atlanta. It will be in the ATL. It will be in the ATL. Valentine's, hello, welcome. It will be in the ATL. So when I say a weekend, I'm talking about planning something, maybe a Friday night meetup, Saturday. I'm not even gonna give y'all, yo, this brain be moving. But I'm not even gonna tell y'all what we're talking about, because I'm bringing other people on that are like-minded, and want to do this thing with me, and we're going to have a great time. We're going to have a great time. All right. So here we go, y'all. Here we go. Tonight's camper conversation discussion. Tonight's discussion is let that man breathe. Let that man breathe. Now, a lot of times, y'all, I put up topics. That will pique an interest. Hey, Noble, welcome. I put up topics that I think will pique the interest. The topic titles hopefully will make you say, I wonder what that's going to be about. Let me come and check that out. So, I saw a video earlier today. Sorry, guys. Let me back up a little bit. I have to say thank you. I have to say thank you and big up to my brothers. I want to do this every week. Ladies, it's not that I love y'all. I love y'all. We all in. We sisters. We here. We doing it. The brothers on this page in this group, when I say they are strong in the inbox, and I say strong in the inbox because I ask you guys to send me subjects and titles of topics of discussion so we can discuss in the group. Ladies, the men hands down are beating y'all. Like, I get messages from the men saying, hey, can you talk about this? Hey, can we discuss that? I think this will be a good topic. Or text messages from friends. And they like, yo, can we talk about this? And I'm saying big ups to the brothers because a lot of times, ladies, we already know we don't get the brothers talking and communicating. We don't get them doing that. We don't get a lot of that. We complain about he's not communicating with me. I don't understand where he's coming from. I don't want to, But sometimes they on the back end and they like, listen, I'm not big out front. I don't want to be out front. I don't want to do this or do that. But if we put the topic up and we discuss it, somebody's going to get something from it. That is the purpose of this group. That is the purpose of this group. Building healthy relationships, whether it's, whether you're single, dating, courting, married, or divorced. This is the place for you. And there are no experts here. Let me say my little thing. I am not a relationship expert. I don't claim to be, don't proclaim to be, never have. All I know is I'm a black woman in this world, living this life and doing the damn thing and enjoying myself in the process with the ups and the downs. That is it. If you've had some experiences that may help someone else out, yo, put that in the chat. Put that in the inbox me. Put it on the page. The page has an option where you can post anonymously, y'all. There's a little, and it's something new that they created because they know sometimes people don't want to be out front. And that's cool. If you don't, you can send it to me and I can share it. And then we can see what kind of input we get from it. You can do it that way. It's all kind of ways to do it. But you can post to the page. I have to view it first because I got to make sure ain't no bashing going on. But you can post to the page. Hey, Kevin. Hey, Boots. You can post to the page. That's my boy, Kevin, y'all. He's one of them pivotal brothers I'm talking about. You can post to the page. And again, I'll approve it. Put it up there. Or you can post anonymously. You put it up there, whatever. And you, boop, anonymous. And we won't even know it came from you. But you can get what you want and what you need from it. All right? All right, y'all. Here we go. Let that man breathe is the topic of our live this evening. So, y'all see my... So, it's obvious that I'm a Steelers fan. Y'all, this ain't even a half of what I have. But it's obvious. Got the earrings. My nephew bought these for me for Christmas. It's obvious that I'm a Steelers fan. But we're not even going to focus on that. It's a point. It's a purpose to all of this. Y'all know I'm dramatic. Okay, here we go. Let that man breathe. So earlier today, I saw this video posted on my boy Gary's page. Gary posted this on his page. And I immediately was like, yo. And I typed to him, Camper Conversations. I thought it would be a great topic. Y'all, I'm not all tech savvy, so I'm going to do it the way I know how to do it. If y'all have not seen the video already, it's posted on the page. You can go back and watch it. But this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to play it. I want y'all to listen. And if y'all need to, again, it's on the page. It's actually on YouTube as well. I posted it on YouTube, so y'all can see it as well on YouTube before we get started. All right, so here it goes.
Because this is all you do.
It's all I have. Damn. Ladies, let me talk to you for a second. And no, this is not your fault. This guy thinking this is a reality for so many men out there. And again, I'll say, it's not your fault. But all of you ladies that live with your man, you know, you got your man at home, you got kids, you got a normal life, he's got a job, you got a job, you're all doing your thing. I want you to take the time to look around the house. And I want you to try to find something in your house that your man has simply for his enjoyment. Not the tools in the garage he uses to fix everything. Not the lawnmower he uses to keep the lawn nice. Not the paint or the spackle he uses to fix the holes. But just something that is strictly for his decompression. For most men, the only thing you're going to find is that game system. It's not to escape you. It's just so we can keep being that great guy you need us to be.
Going over. Yo, I saw this video, y'all, and I was like, we got to do this one. I had another subject tonight. Actually, my boy Chris, who came on live with us last week, he sent a topic to me for us to discuss as well. But please forgive me. We're going to get to all of them. Your topic will pop up at some point. I promise. Your topic will pop up. But this one, sometimes there's some topics that take the forefront. And this one took the forefront today. Because a lot of times, the brothers, and like he said at the beginning of the video, not always the lady's fault. Not always the lady's fault. But sometimes the brothers kind of get put to the back burner. They kind of get put to the back burner. So, let me say this. Y'all know I'm an equal opportunist on this page. I'm equal in how I look at things. Not all things, because reality is I'm a woman and I think different from a man. I'm a woman and I think different from a man. But on this page, in this group, in this family, we try to cover bases that are fair to everybody. Because what we're here to do is help one another, not bash one another and say, point fingers. We ain't doing the finger pointing thing. That's not what we're here to do. All right? So, again, saw this topic. And my first thought was we have to do this because. We have to do this because how many men, hey Dominic, how many men feel this way? How many men feel this way? This is a video posted by a man, and he immediately said, ladies, so piqued my attention, of course. How many men feel this way? Kevin already put in the chat, it's true. Kevin put in the chat, it's true. It's true. If you missed the video, you can go back and watch it. But the topic of our discussion tonight is let that man breathe. Let that man breathe. So, let me get to what's going on here. So, even though I am a Steelers fan, even though I like football, there are lots of women, and please let me say this. Please don't feel like this is limited to what men enjoy, okay? I couldn't have 50,000 props up here, but I'm using what I got. Hey, Jackson, I'm using what I got. Couldn't have 50,000 props up here, using some things that I have. Not saying that football and video games are specific to men and how they decompress and how they relax, okay? So please, nobody get offended. Don't think that I'm putting y'all in a box and feeling like y'all minds aren't broader. I have a friend that I think every other Friday he goes to a play or an opera or whatever, and he enjoys that. He looks forward to doing that. And I love that about him. Like, he'll go all by himself and be sitting up there, and he'll send me pictures like he all by himself. Usually he all by himself. But he goes, and that's how he does, and he decompresses, and I love it. So please, again, don't think that this is just specific to every man, okay? I know every man doesn't like football. I know every man doesn't play video games. It's just my props. Y'all work with me. Y'all work with me. Okay. The importance of a man. He said in the video, look around the house. Ladies, look around the house. We getting it at Bridget. Bridget jumped right on it. We getting it at Bridget. It said, look around the house. And how many things in the house are for your man? Or for the man? Just for him. Not related to cutting the grass. Not related to his tools. Not related to, you know, things that he's fixing or whatever. Even down to what's on the walls. Like, we know when the home is decorated, usually the woman has more of a hand in the decorating. Usually. Not saying that's specific in all ways, but usually the woman has more of a hand in decorating. She's choosing the colors, how she wants the living room to look, even down to the bedroom decor. Because I think a lot of times, men, y'all would just go bland, black, browns, blues, whatever. Some of y'all, right? So usually when you look around the home, you see the touches of the female around the home. You see the touches of the woman around the home. And it makes you think, like this gentleman said, what is his? What in the home says this man lives here? This is this man's place of peace and comfort and relaxation. And he can go do his thing and be like, what says that in the house? Hey, Yolanda, what says that in the house? I want to point something out, too. When he started, he said, ladies, this is not necessarily your fault. I'm paraphrasing. Not saying it's your fault, because that brother couldn't take some time and say, hey, you know what? I want this like this, and I want that like that, and I like this like that. He could. He could. But a lot of times, they don't. So what in your home says my man can come and he can have his time of decompressing after a hard day of work, after fighting out in the world against everything that comes against him, whether it's his job, whether it's just getting home safely without being pulled over and having an issue without all the battles that men battle, that I'm learning to understand and listening and hearing. I come from a family that is male heavy. Male heavy. For a while, my sister and I, my older sister and I, were the only females. All our cousins are males. And then my baby sister Ayana came along. Hey, sis. My baby sister Ayana came along. And then there was another girl. But male heavy. There were more males. As far as cousins and things in my generation. And even that's on my dad's side. Even on my mom's side, oh my gosh, males. Male heavy. Even on my mom's side. My nephews and things like that. So I remember, y'all, my dad used to say, and I don't hear this a lot anymore. I don't hear this a lot anymore. My dad used to say, what did he say? A man's home is his castle. He's the king of the castle. A man's home is his castle. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember people used to say that? Men used to say that? I don't know. I don't think that was just particular to my house. But he used to say, a man's place, you know, a man's home is his castle. That's the castle. And in the castle, the king reigns in the castle, which means that he takes care of, that's that alpha male, he takes care of everybody and everything, the protection, the food, shelter. The king reigns in a king's castle. And meaning in all of that, he should be able to come home and relax and decompress. He should be able to do that. Now, y'all got to understand something. I have been on both sides of the spectrum. I've been married. I'm single. Okay, I've been on both sides. I understand what it means and what it looks like for a man to need a place of refuge to need. And a lot of y'all know this. A lot of y'all can see that. A lot of y'all know this as well. The importance of that. We as women get a lot of that. Truth be told, we get a lot more attention in the relationship. Hey, Terry. Hey, cousin. We get a lot more attention in the relationship than men tend to. Because the man is the head, the man is the lead, the man is the pursuer, the man is this and the man is that. The woman is the helpmate. She was created to be the man's helpmate. If you believe the word of God and how he, in his creation and how he set things up in the world, the woman was created to be his helpmate. I don't know any belief factor, and I don't know all of them, but I don't know any belief that says anything different than the male was created. Because we all know, regardless of what you believe, there are male and female in this world. Regardless of what you believe, there are two genders in this world, male and female. So the woman was created to be the man's helpmate, to be his helpmate. So in the process of being his helpmate, I think that comes with a lot. That comes with so much. Because women are required and looked at to be just that. And sometimes being that puts a lot of thought and burden on a woman feeling like a woman. Like, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to do this, I got to do that. But at the same token, the man who is the lead and should be the lead and leading his household and leading his family has to provide those things for her to take care of. So when it comes down to being able to have a woosah and a refuge from whatever it is, there should be a place that each of us have to be able to do that. But in this video we talking about tonight, we talking about the brothers, we talking about the men. The guy said his wife was like something, she was telling him something, and he was like, this is all I have. Like, this is all I have. This is all I do. This is all I have. And in him saying that's all he has, she is complaining in the video. She's fussing at him and complaining and was like, you always doing that. You always. And he was like, this is all I have. All I have. Right? So it made me think. And it made me, you know, thought process made me think about what can we do, ladies? So when I said this is for the men, don't get in y'all feelings, because we all do this together. Ladies, what can you do? What can we do to make sure that our men have a place of peace and refuge where they can decompress? I'm going to tell y'all why I asked this question. I asked this question because when the men are out running the street and doing certain things and doing other things and we don't like it and we upset that he want to go hang out with his boys, or he's not home enough, or he's not around enough, do we ever stop and think, is it because of me that he's not here? Is it because of me that when he comes home, he's not looking to get dressed, take a shower, and go out with the fellas? Is it because of me? Get in y'all feelings if y'all want. I said this is for the brothers tonight, ladies. Is it because of me? Can this man come home after the battles and fights that he has out there? Can he come home and kick back and lay back and relax and just enjoy the presence of his family, of his wife, of his significant other? Everybody's not married. I get that. It's not for me to say right or wrong at all. But does he have a place to come home and be able to be like, whoo, I'm going to leave all that foolishness out the door. I'm going to leave all that foolishness out the door. In the video, I could hear the frustration in this man's voice. He said, this is all I have. And my assumption was, and it may have shown, I don't know. My assumption was he's talking about video games, because when Gary posted this to his page, that's what a young lady commented. She was like, she bought her man a video game system. And she not only bought it for him, but she likes to sit and watch him play because it does something for her to see him relaxing and enjoying himself. And guess where he doing it at? In their house. In their house. I'm not saying that I need y'all to jump in. I do have a comment, and I'm coming to it, Bridget. I'm not saying, making sure I'm not missing any comments, because y'all know how this works for me. I'm not saying that staying at home and being at home. I was missing comments, y'all. I'm so sorry. This is why, y'all, we need to just be on YouTube. Cause let me get these comments. This is why we all need to be on YouTube, please. Woo! Okay. All right. So Kevin said we need a release. The stressors of the world gets to the best of us. Jackson said, don't forget you're sitting on the sofa next to your mate, looking sexy, fresh, clean, and shiny. Look at your woman and enjoy her like a video game. Purpose of this, Jackson. Purpose of this. I'm sorry, y'all. I missed y'all comments, but I'm going to catch up. That's what the man cave is for. In the garage. The man cave should be our area. Huh? In my house, it's me. Yolanda said in my house is me. Mike said, my bonus room is my sanctuary. I have turntables, my TV, my artwork, and my books at my escape room. We need that time, ladies. Trust me. Peace and love. Jackson also said, in a marriage, everything in the home is of each other's. But a man comes home for peace and comfort. So when a man comes home, everything comforts him. But only a woman can decompress a man in ways we cannot individually. If you're the helpmate, you can decompress that man. It just takes for your belief of self and relationship. Thank you, Michael. Thank you for that one. I have to say Jackson because we got Michael on here and we got Jackson Michael on here. So that's what Jackson said. Michael said, ladies, bring your man a cold glass of water, something to drink if he's providing a great home to live in and out of, please. Tell him how nice the yard is and how well kept the home is, especially if you have that type of man. It's 1,500 degrees outside and that man about to pass out, keeping his castle straight after his 9 to 5. Just a cold glass to express that you see, and it's because that's what a man is supposed to do. Huh? Kevin said, I think that response is due to her overbearing. He escaped to the game system because she's not being his piece. I'm with you, Kevin. I know what part you're talking about. I'm sorry, y'all. It isn't about sex or power, but to come home and his woman without words recognize that he needs love to be loved on. Recognize he may be tired and needs a moment to decompress. Y'all, thank you so much. Y'all, I can't reiterate it anymore. This is why I need us to come over to YouTube. Because y'all see, I'm still struggling with making, I'm sure I'm getting all these comments read. And I'm keeping up with y'all, right? So, but I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm seeing both of them now. I'm over here. I'm seeing both of them now. So y'all made a lot of great points. There were a lot of great points. Hey, Ricky. There were a lot of great points made. One point I would like to emphasize. The purpose and the reason, y'all, for what y'all see in the background and what y'all see me rocking, even though I'm a Steelers fan, I love it. Hey, Jillian. The purpose of this is for one of the fellas that said it. And the young lady who posted on Gary's page and said she bought her man a game system. That is the purpose. We, ladies, should be a place of decompression. And video games and watching football and watching basketball, golf, whatever it is, hockey, whatever it is that he watches and he does to help him relax, you live in Facebook clear. Your live and Facebook is clear. Okay. I have to work on that, y'all. I have to figure this thing out. But my cousin is my techie guy, so I'm going to ask him how can we fix this better. So I understand the live is clear on Facebook. Thank you for letting me know that, Kevin. The purpose is, ladies, this is a plug for y'all. This is a plug for the ladies. This is something to share. And I'm sure a lot of y'all may know this. But the whole purpose of what I have on and what I have in the background is my man, let's just say for all intents and purposes, because truth be told, my ex-husband, Daryl, diehard Steelers fan. This is where this came from. I pretty much Steelers. And that was like almost 20-something years ago. So, of course, I ended up coming over to the black and gold. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to tell y'all. And I love the Steelers because I got versed on my own. I learned about my own. My boy Hines Ward. This is his. I learned who the brother was. Got schooled on the Steelers, the Steel Curtain, and I am a Steelers fan. Been one for years. Although Giants, my home team, was my team, and they still are in the side pocket. We ain't talking about they record and all that stuff. We just talking about home team favorites, right? But anyway, becoming a Steelers fan was because my husband at the time was a Steelers fan. And a big part of our relationship was about, and let me just honestly, y'all, we were young. We were floating through this thing or whatever. He is still a great guy. Still one of my best friends in the world. All right? So, come on, Kevin. Don't do it, bruh. Okay. Oh, my New York pass is revoked. Never, sir. Never, sir. But ladies, if you don't know, find out what your man's favorite team is. Find out if he's not into sports, because everybody is not. Find out what his favorite thing is. Hey, Bridget, if he is a football fan, and we're going to go with this because this is the example that's out. If he is a football fan, buy you a little outfit that represents his team. Buy you a little outfit that represents his team. I found this bodysuit. And I was like, yo, sexy. And I loved it. Now, mind you, y'all, this wasn't for my ex-husband. It's just me now rocking this. But the example is, I'm coming to you, Bridget, I promise. I promise, Bridget, I see you. The example is, if your man loves the Steelers, then you don't have to become a football fan to love the Steelers along with him. Because as the game comes on, as he's ready to watch the game and he wants to be in his area, his space, whether he have a man cave or not, you can put on your little gear. You can make the brother some drinks. You can make him his favorite snacks. If you don't make it or cook it, order him some wings or whatever and present it to him in his favorite. Unless he invites you to stay and chill with him, then you take your little gear and you go and you do your thing. Hey, Tremaine. And you go and do your thing. But the point is, he has an interest. If he likes video games, I stole these from my nephew's room. I don't know nothing about Xbox, y'all. Like, I played Atari. That was my thing. Yo, if he's into video games, if he likes to play video games, my niece was telling me her husband used to like did anime. He liked anime. He liked to. That was his thing. He would go and he would watch the anime and do the drawings and stuff like that. But ladies, take a minute, figure out, pay attention, just like we want them to pay attention to us. Pay attention to what helps him relax. Pay attention to what gives him peace. And ladies, Mike said it. Mike said it in his comment. A comment he made was, when you see that brother, when he cut that grass, when he got stuff looking good or whatever, baby, man, this yard looks nice. Don't nobody else yard on the block look like our yard. You keep this thing nice. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. I appreciate you doing that. Watch how this brother breaks his neck to plant some flowers to add to the yard, to be like, because he be like, oh, my baby noticed. My baby noticed. Let me get to Bridget, y'all, because Bridget made a comment on YouTube. Bridget says, sometimes men can get obsessive about their hobbies. Bridget, you way ahead of me. You a little ahead, back, because we're gonna flow into this thing. Because remember, this is about everybody. This is about everybody. She also said, if both spouses are working, the man has to understand it's not just about him getting some peace. Both may be tired. Bridget, I love you to death, but we're not going to do that tonight. We're not going to do that tonight. Because this video was a... Okay. It's back. It's back. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, YouTube is frozen over there. All right, y'all. Wherever we can get it tonight, let's get it. Let's be together. Yep. Wherever we can get it tonight, let's get it together. All right. The weather it's been raining off and on, y'all. And I keep getting kicked off. I lost the connection. All right, Bridget, I see you, babe. We back. But what I was saying was, the video is specific to the brothers. We're going to touch on some things about the ladies, but the video is specific to the brothers. And we want to focus on the brothers with this one, because this is theirs. We want to focus on the brothers. So I get that it's necessary for both spouses to have peace. We ain't talking about spousal peace tonight. We talking about the brother decompressing and the brother having a place in an area, in a mindset where he can come home and he can do that. Because why, ladies? Because we don't want the complaint of where you going tonight. You just went out with your friends. Why you can't stay home with us? Why? Y'all hear what I'm saying? Y'all hear how it gets? Why you can't? Why you can't? And in his mind, he's saying, that is why the hell I can't. Because when I'm here, I can't get any peace. I can't relax and decompress. I don't know what person that works all day and is away from his or her place of refuge and comfort and where you can go and lay out and be yourself. I don't know who does not want to come home to that in the evening. If you don't want to come home to that in the evening, maybe the people that you're coming home to, y'all need to sit down and have a discussion. But again, ladies, this is for the fellas tonight. Mike said, ladies, even if the relationship is fantastic, sometimes alone time is it. And it's not all about a woman decompressing her man. If you are a guy, you can't decompress without your woman. Well, that's your fix. My wife knows that when and if I ever get the finances to live off the grid down a dirt road with no neighbors, it's over. It's over. Kevin said, that's why it's important to communicate and know those things he likes. It's second nature. Know us. You should be able to feel our energy and respond accordingly. Mike said, my live feed went down. Okay. All right. Got it. Kevin, I see your bullseyes. Thank you. I guess I'm on track, huh, Kevin? I'm on track. Say, I think it is. Welcome, Say. It says, oh man, just when it's getting good, time to restart my Wi-Fi. Damn it, peace. Okay, that's Mike. Okay. I tried, y'all. I'm trying on YouTube, but we gonna figure it out. I promise. So let's stay with it. Let's stay with it. I appreciate y'all staying with it with our choppy connection. I appreciate y'all staying with it. The weather's not being good to me right now, but we'll be okay. We'll be okay. All right. All right. Mike Jackson said, we men are physical and logical. That video game is just the waiting on you to grab our attention. Now, Mike, I know some men that get in, Jackson, I know some men that get engulfed in them video games. And I have a friend, and she was like, hers is so consumed with it. And that's the point of what Bridget was making. So consumed with it. It doesn't matter what she do, what she wears, what she says. He's engulfed in that game. Brothers, this is where we're going to get on y'all at. There has to be a balance. There has to be a balance. There has to be a balance of time and attention and focus. So everyone involved in the relationship, hey, Charming Charlie, wow. Hey, how are you? There has to be balance in the relationship where you have your time and I have my time. But that doesn't take away from our time. You have your time. I have my time, but it doesn't take away from our time because we're in this thing called a relationship and we're here for one another, right? So if what you're doing, like Bridget said, if you're obsessed with your hobbies, fellas, and you're leaving your lady out and your children out, then that's a problem. But the man in the video, y'all, if you did not see the video, it's posted on YouTube. Please watch the video. It's posted on Facebook. Please watch the video. The man on the video said, that's all I have. That's all I have. And he was emotional and passionate about that. Okay, Vanessa said, see, I can't be doing tricks for grown men. He has to have some type of instinct on when it's time for our time. Exactly. That's why I said, Vanessa, my time is mine. Your time is yours, but neither does not interfere with our time together. There has to be balance. There has to be balance. And if there's not balance, if all you want to do is hang out with the fellas and play video games and go to the bar and watch sports or whatever, if that's all you want to do, fellas, then there's this thing called being single. It doesn't require you to answer to anyone or have anyone have any expectations of you. And it's easy to do. Not always easy, but it's possible. Jackson says some men feel inadequate of self. So how you approach and request for attention is all it takes to absorb our time. So I get Vanessa's point and Bridget's point. As a woman, I think a lot like they do. I'm kind of understanding my ladies. I have never met Vanessa, but I tell y'all, me and Vanessa are here. I met Bridget for the first time in person when she came to my house for a movie night. And the connection that we have and the understanding. So I get what they're saying. Like some women feel like that's hoop jumping. And I'm not going to be jumping through no hoops for no man. And some women feel like, I love that. I love to seek out my man's attention. I love to see what he needs and what he wants. And that's a balance as well. But in this tonight, y'all, this is about seeking out that man and figuring out what he needs. Now, please understand, brothers, please understand, your woman will respond to you. Your woman will respond to you. If you're not cutting that grass, if you're not keeping up with the household needs, she's not going to feel this way. She's not going to think this way. If you always just talking a good talk and you not walking that walk, she's not going to feel this way. She will give a damn if you like the Steelers. She will give a damn if you like to play Xbox. Let's see, Vanessa, if that's all you want to do, do it. I'm going to replace what I'm missing somewhere. Ooh, let's get real on that. Hey, Marilyn, welcome. She says she's going to replace somewhere. Now, am I saying it's right to do? No, but this is where the balance has to come in. If I'm missing something, and if you're missing something, men, if you're missing something, then this man said, it's all I have. Let's listen to that. He said, it's all I have, which means if he is in a marriage and y'all have children, even if you don't have children, if this is all this man has, something is missing. Something is missing, because this is what he reverts to and he resorts to, because something is missing. Y'all are missing the mark somewhere. There's not enough communication is going on to say what I need and what I like. So what happened to how you start is how you keep it. Now, I'm not saying that beginning phase of dating where we feel so wooed and we want to be all up under each other all the time, some people, but in the beginning stages of getting to knowing someone, I'm not saying that that is going to stay and remain a constant in the relationship. I'm not saying that that's going to remain constant. But what I'm saying is the foundation should be constant. People get older, sex drive changes, health issues come about, there's a change in the dynamic, jobs change, children come along. So you can't do all the things you did at the beginning, but it does not mean that your foundation has to be shook so much that you forget what she likes and you forget what he likes. Vanessa said, oh, I'll jump through a hoop or two, but not constantly. Bridget said, I don't mind seeking out a balance. I am a very intuitive person. Vanessa said, facts. Something is missing. Also, communication is off, so fix it. So I want to go back to what Mike said. I think Mike mentioned about a man cave, So I'm going to say two things. I really feel like a man cave is a plus and a positive. And ladies, if your man has a man cave, stay out of there. That's his space. That's his place. That's his place of refuge. There is nothing wrong with him having a space. And if he invites you into that space, you going, looking around, snooping around, seeing what's going on in there, that's a big underlying, that ain't no underlying. That's a big sign that says, I don't trust you. If you think he's in there and he's talking to somebody or, hiding some things, that says there's no trust. That says no problem. So having that, I don't have a problem. I wouldn't have a problem. And I didn't have a problem if my man wanted to go on a guy's trip. If my man wanted to go on a guy's trip, it wouldn't be a problem for me. Why? Because trust. If I have a problem with my man going on a guy's trip, that means I don't trust him. And that problem goes even deeper than just him going on a guy's trip. In my last relationship, I used to go on trips with my girls. Every year we would have a girls trip. Every year we would go somewhere and we'd have a girls trip. And when I got into this relationship, y'all, I did not know and I wasn't aware that he would have a problem with me going on girls trips. Even to the point he was like, well, I'll go with y'all, but I don't have to be with y'all. No, it's not how that works. If there's not trust, then you can't have these times where you can enjoy and relax. He should be able to go into his man cave and watch a game or two, have a drink or two, if that's what he does. Although I'm against smoking for so many health reasons. If he wants to go in there and smoke a cigar and that's his space, because I'm not going in there, I'm not sucking up that air or whatever, that's his space, that's his time. But, if his time in his man cave is secluding him, fellas, if your time in your man cave is secluding you, from your family, from the people that you live with, from your wife and your children, then you need to check what's going on in the man cave. Why you staying so much in the man cave? Let's see. Kevin says she is being selfish instead of selfless. Jackson said, things can only be missing to me when either you communicate and the other doesn't hear or understand, or they just don't care about the relationship. That is true. Bridget said, if the man stresses a man cave, I don't like it. What about a room just for me? Bridget, we can have, what was, she shed? Get you a she shed, girl. Go into your she shed. If y'all have a space in the house or whatever, get you a she shed, girl. Jackson says snooping is a red flag all day. Vanessa said, we are two individuals. I'm not stopping his groove. Do you, honey? I trust you. Exactly. Exactly, Bridget. Give you a she shed. Exactly, Vanessa. Exactly. You take your time to yourself and do what you need. Because just because we're in a relationship doesn't mean that we're not, like Vanessa said, individual people. We are individual people with individual needs. Because guess what? Before you met this man or you met this woman, you were you. You had your likes. You had your things, whatever. Like I said, I was a Giants fan. Way back. The Giants home team, #1 Giants fan. You know how you just automatically represent home? What you're, and it's funny because Daryl ain't even from Philly. He from Jersey. But his thing was more knowledge-based with football. It was why, as a young boy, he became a Steelers fan. But again, I was a Giants fan, y'all. But because he poured so much into incorporating me into the time he gave to the thing that he liked. Y'all get what I'm saying? Fellas, you can still have what you need. You can still have what you need and incorporate your loved ones enough where they're not infringing on your time and what you need, and you're not leaving them out. I think a lot of times when you listen to the video, when you go back and watch it, she was just as stressed as he was. You know why? She was stressed because he obviously spent so much time on that game that she complained about it. Y'all gotta listen to the video. Y'all gotta see everything. This video for me, which is why I brought this stuff out, this video for me was not just about him saying, that's all I got. Don't do nothing else. It wasn't just about her. What are you doing? You never time. And I'm always here. And where are you? And we need you. This video for me, y'all, incorporated all of that. And it spoke so much to me. And it said, he's not doing his job. She's not doing her job. And in the mix, this is how this video came about. And these situations came about. Kevin said, next time rock a Yankee fit. Thanks in advance. Kevin, I have a Yankees fit. A man doesn't want a nag. That was said by a woman. And we hate that word. I'm not a nag. I'm not. But damn it, yeah, you are. You are nagging that man. Some men think as long as they are home, she should shut up. Vanessa, girl, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Some men may think that. Some men may. Yes, he was. Lawrence Taylor was great with the Giants. He was. Y'all don't try to test my feed on the NFL, y'all, because I'm like right here. I don't even know who played for the Giants right now. But I know Lawrence Taylor. I know he did. So thank you, Mike. What did Vanessa say? Vanessa says, some men think as long as they are home, she should shut up. I'm going to say this, Vanessa. as long as he's home and he's doing what he should and what she needs as well as what he needs, she should shut up. He should shut up because both of them are getting their needs met. And this is all, oh, no, I'm not guilty. Oh, no, I see how you took my response. No. What I'm saying is I wanted to say she should shut up, but it had a backdrop to it. And that was the backdrop to it. If this man is home, if he's home, and he's saying, well, at least I'm home, at least I'm here, that has to be coupled with I'm taking care of your needs because we're together. I'm not here by myself. I'm taking care of your needs as my woman, and in return, you're going to reciprocate and take care of mine. Do we not understand, y'all? And I speak to myself as well, because I have had relationships that have not worked out for different reasons. Here go my commercial. Counseling. If you have not sat down with a counselor for yourself, not because you're trying to fix a relationship, not because something is wrong, then please, the best gift, the best money spent. You know how we waste money on so much more things that don't even matter? How we waste money and throw away money? Counseling? Yo, counseling is the quicker picker-upper. It will get you to understand and know why relationships didn't work. It will get you to know and understand why you feel the way you do about yourself. Counseling. So yeah, there's a plethora, a wealth of knowledge going on here, sister. Okay, Vanessa, no, LOL. If he's doing what he should, I'm referring to the video. I'm sorry, Vanessa. Yep. He's not doing what he should and saying, this is all I have, leave me alone. As if, as long as he's home, it should be cool. I love different perspectives. Best money spent. It is Jackson. Vanessa, that's another perspective of this video. Excuse me. You're right. On your perspective. Vanessa saw something different in the video. And this is why I love to come together and have discussions, y'all. Because what I saw in the video were two people missing the mark for each other. That's what I saw. Vanessa saw that in her mind, in the way she saw it, he's saying, she said, if he's doing what he should, I'm referring to the video, he's not doing what he should and saying. He's not doing or saying what he should. This is all I have. Leave me alone. As if as long as he's home, it should be cool. So Vanessa saw it from a standpoint of, at least I'm here. You want to complain? At least I'm here. I might be on this video game all day, but at least you know where I am. That's the unbalance. That's the imbalance of it. And that's where we have to balance. Yes, you're home. Because, matter of fact, I'm home too. And let's appreciate that each other are home. And the reason we're home is because we want to come home. Because when I was at work all day, babe, I thought about you. And I was like, I can't wait to get home to see my man. And he would say, I was at work all day, babe. And all this stuff going on around me. And all these women in my face. And trying to, whatever. And all I could think about is I just want to get home and lay up under my bed. Or I just want to get home and be in the presence of her. This is where it comes together, y'all. So, again, I love the different perspectives that this video gives. And based on your experience and how you think and how you feel, you're going to take your perspective. But that's enlightening. Like Vanessa hit another side of it that someone else could be thinking, and that could help. See what I'm saying? How we bounce off of each other? See what I'm saying? Real life relationship growth. This is growth, y'all. This is us saying to one another, hey, bruh, you know good and well you shouldn't stay on that game for 2-3 hours when you get home from work. Because your wife, your children, your lady, your significant other, whoever is waiting on you. And they want to be with you. This is why y'all are here. Or sis, that man needs a minute to just, because they battle things that we don't. Men have another battle, ladies, that I really feel like we can't even comprehend at times. I think if we comprehended it more, there would be less nagging. There would be less fussing and complaining. We would balance each other out. All right, y'all. So I started late, so I'm ending a little bit. Okay, Jackson said, and bruh, don't ever come home speaking on the woman at work. Let me tell y'all a quick story about what Jackson just said. And yeah, that's a funny thought. Don't come home speaking on the woman at work. Okay, I'm sorry. Mike, okay, Jackson said that. Mike is saying ignoring you and a little alone time is two different things. That's hard about knowing the difference. What's hard about knowing the difference? There's nothing hard about knowing the difference. I agree. YouTube has just like kicked me off like, chick, we ain't getting enough Wi-Fi. So, okay. So, it's really not hard to know the difference if we pay attention to each other. But a quick story. There was a couple at church years ago when my kids were smaller. My husband and I, my ex-husband and I used to go to the marriage ministry group. You know, marriage ministry get together and we go to little meetings and stuff like that, right? And she said one time her husband came home and he was like, babe, this lady in the office, excuse me, had this perfume on and this fragrance on and it smelled so good. Like it. Now understand, trust. She wasn't worried about, her first response wasn't, what you doing smelling another woman's perfume? Why you all in her face like that? Why? It was none of that. And you know why he felt so comfortable telling his wife that? Because there was none of that. He knew he could tell his wife. But this is the story, y'all. He was like, babe, this lady at work had this fragrance on and smelled real good, and I really liked it. I thought that was nice. And she was like, oh, did she? Okay. So she was kind of in a position where, I guess she was in a position where she could go to his job and kind of talk to people at the job. So she said she found a way to, she went up to the job and she was like, if I'm getting the story right, I'm kind of paraphrasing now. She went up to the job and she was like, hey, such and such, do you know what such and such is or who such and such is? And I'm missing parts in the middle, y'all. But the whole gist and point of the story is he smelled the perfume. He liked it. She found out what it was. She found out the fragrance. She went out and bought it. And when he came home that night, old girl was wearing that fragrance. And he was like, oh. Trust, understanding, knowing what your spouse needs, and filling in what they need and where they need. Why? Because you're there for them and not being selfish for yourself. You know, okay, Mike said, peace and love, anniversary time. Y'all, great discussion, people. Peace and love. Happy anniversary, brother. Happy anniversary. Babe, I need an hour. Kiss me and I'll see you in an hour. 3 hours later, still need time. Yep, that's ignoring me. Oh, yeah, that's the difference. That's the difference, Vanessa. Vanessa said that's a whole lot. I would have told him, ask what it is. Yeah, I mean, for you, that was a whole lot. And I was thinking as I was listening, I ain't gonna lie, I was like, man, she did a lot. I thought about that too. But the point is, that's how she did it. She found out what he liked. And it was a surprise element. Like, she didn't want to ask him. I thought about that later, too. I was like, because at first, I was like, man, you did a lot. You thought, but remember, that was a time, this was years ago. That was a time where COVID wasn't prevalent. It wasn't, no, you couldn't go up to the job. And she probably already had a relationship with the office staff or whatever. And thinking of how the story went, she probably had that. So it was easy for her to do that and ask somebody and find out what the deal was. But the element of surprise, she went above and beyond to find out what her man liked and to resolve that. All right, y'all. All right. So YouTube has already kicked us off. I have to get better on the stream and see what's going on there. But I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. This was a great discussion. Kind of veered a little bit, but I think we did good with it. Yo, be there for one another. And y'all be on the lookout for the singles weekend. Hey, Allison, girl, we getting ready to go. See you next time, Vanessa. Y'all be on the lookout and listen out for the announcement for the singles weekend. Trying to get this thing together, but trying to give enough time. And definitely trying to wait for the weather to cool off. Because one of the games, y'all, we going to be outside in the park. Y'all know them big old hamster balls that you get inside? And you... So, we got a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of ideas going with this. So, I keep y'all posted. I will see y'all next Friday. Thank you so much. Ladies, find out your man's favorite. Get that thing. Walk around the house in front of him. You know. And he might not end up watching the game. Love y'all. See y'all later.